Welcome back to Canadian Guns.
Today we're going to be reviewing the Savage 110 Hunter. So the 110 Hunter in Canada sells for around $900 or for around $879 MSRP. It weighs about 7.5 pounds. It comes in either 6.5 Creedmoor, 271 30-06, 7mm Remington mag, 243 Winchester, and a whole lot more. Now, it has a 22-inch or a 24-inch carbon button rifle barrel, a 4-round detachable mag, and an ACU stock. So the most important part of this rifle is the accuracy. So let's go to the range and see how it shoots. And don't forget to like and subscribe today. So we're back. Let's start off with the worst and go to the best. So the Nosler, 140 grain match rounds, match grade rounds. Now a 3-shot group was 1.10, 4-shot group was 1.81, and a 5-shot group, yeah, it opened up all right, 2.87. Next we have the Hornady, 120 grain full bore rounds. 3-shot group was a .65, and a 4-shot group was a .658. Really good. Now I only had 4 rounds left for that one, so no harm, no foul. Why? Because we're really depending on shooting 3-shot groups with a hunting rifle. Next we went to the Federal Berger 140 grain rounds. Now the 3-shot group was .578, 4-shot group was .864, and a 5-shot group was 1.50. Still not bad on a 3-shot group. Next we went to the Hornady 140 grain ELD match rounds. 3-shot group was .556, 4-shot group was .983, and a 5-shot group was 1.25. So we're getting pretty good averages on 3-shot groups. Next we went to the Hornady 143 grain ELD X rounds. Great hunting round. I love using those rounds when I'm out deer hunting. 3-shot group, a .563, 4-shot group, .840, and the 5th-shot group, we're getting pretty average here, 1.27. Then we went to the Federal Gold Medal Match Sierra rounds, 140 grains. 3-shot group, .550, 4-shot group, .840, and a 5-round group, .977. So we actually broke sub-MOA barely on a 5-round group. Next, the best for last. The Hornady 147 grain ELD match rounds. 3-shot group was a .231, just incredible. 4-shot group was 1.19, and the 5-shot group was 2.37. So this rifle shot a .603 over 7 different types of boxed ammunition, and on a 5-shot group it averaged a 2 MOA group, which still technically isn't all that bad for a deer hunting rifle. But in real world conditions, who's going to shoot more than 3 rounds at a deer to begin with? Now the only reason this rifle was spreading so much on 5 rounds was because of this thinner contoured kind of a hunting barrel. So this rifle is extremely accurate and it's shooting sub MOA all day long on a 3-shot average. So that's really going to be great for deer hunting. Now this has a 22-inch carbon steel button rifle barrel. but it also comes in a 24-inch barrel, depending on what caliber you get. Next, let's talk about the action. So this action has a 90-degree throw on. It's got a really small bolt knob on it. The bolt arm is very small and slender. I don't actually like it all that much. When I have it up in a scope, I find it gets into the way. The other problem I found is it's not very smooth. As you can tell right here, it's sticking. There's a sticky spot right in there sometimes. The other problem is you've got to really shove it forward to be able to engage it. I didn't like that at all. I found it extremely hard to lift and engage itself, especially when I got around it. Now, if you'll notice on this part of the video, I was using nozzler rounds. I had one round where I tried to single feed it in when the mag was empty, because these are 4-round mags, and the gun actually jammed. I don't know what happened to it, if it went in on an angle. It was really hard to get it back out. I actually had to bang the bolt knob to get it out. Then I put it into the mag itself, and it still wouldn't fit. And that's a factory round. But yet, on all the nozzler rounds, they seem to be a little tight. What was also weird though, on almost every single box of ammo, this gun, you really had to force it up to get it in, to be able to knock it back down again to get it engaged. I don't know what it is with that, but it was really weird. Like, the bolt right there, as you can tell, you really got to shove it forward to engage it. If I have to rely on a rifle when I'm trying to do a follow-up shot on a deer after taking one shot, and I got to get it down on the second shot because I winged it, then I'm going to find it really hard to engage this gun with it around going into, like, feeding around into the chamber. It didn't make sense why it would do that, considering all the other Savages I've reviewed, I haven't had that trouble. I don't get it. It's just really weird. Now, this is a 2-lug design on this. The other thing on this is that, if you'll notice, it's got the release button on the bottom here. So you got to put the trigger in, then you got to pull that, and then you got to slide the bolt out, just like that. Now, the bolt looks really nice. It's a 2-piece design, as you can tell right here. 2 lugs, single plunger on it. It looks really nice. The problem is it's not really actually smooth, and it's a bit of a pain. I actually don't like this bolt release button on the bottom, because then you got to use your one hand completely. I guess you could do it on the other side. Do it this way, just like so. So you have it this way, and then you'll be able to get it out. But it's kind of odd. I find it really stiff and hard to action. And the texturing on the top of this bolt knob, found it really rough on the thumb after a while. It was starting to make my thumb raw. I don't like that. I actually liked the bolt knob and the bolt arm that was on, say, the Savage Axis. I really like the one that's on the Savage 110 Tactical. I wish they would have kept it that way. I don't know why they changed it. And it's right there. It's almost like it's rubbing. I don't know if you can hear it. It's right in there. But it almost feels like it's got to skip up. It ramps up just to be able to engage it. I'm not a big fan of that at all. The other thing is it doesn't come with a rail. Now, if you get the Savage 110 Engage, it doesn't have the AccuStock on it, but you'll get a rail and you'll get a scope on it. So it's kind of an if between the two. Now, it is a full steel mag on this one. It's a nice 4-round mag. What's interesting is the clip is not on the mag. If you can tell right here, the clip to hold it in, the release clip is right there on the stock. I don't know if I'm a fan of that or not, but it goes in with no problems. Clips in and it falls out really, really nice. Now, the trigger on this. The trigger is the Accu trigger. So you'll find this on almost every single Savage out there. I believe it's anywhere from 2.5 pounds adjustment right up to 6 pounds. I got this out of the box and it was right around 3.5 pounds on the trigger. I checked it for consistency on the pull, and it was like a 0.1, 0.2. So it's super consistent. There's no creep on this. There's no lag on the trigger. It's very crisp. I actually like this trigger. I've always liked Savage triggers. Now I do know you can swap out the trigger if you want. If you want to put like a Timney trigger into it, I do know that you can get that. Now stock wise. So the stock is the Accu stock. The barrel is supposed to be free floated. It's barely got enough room on either side. It's not actually touching on either side of the barrel itself on the stock, which is nice. There is a little bit of flex, but you know what, it's a hunting rifle. I'm not really going to be putting that on a bipod anyways. It does have the full aluminum mini chassis into it, just like you would find on the Savage 110 Tactical, which is really, really nice. The butt pad on it, it's nice and squishy, even though this is just a 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got the adjustable length of pull and the adjustable comb height. I really like that a lot. I like that with this Accu stocks. And it also comes with 2 swivels for your rifle sling. So the safety on this is like a 3-position safety right there, and then it locks the bolt. The next spot, can't pull the trigger, you can lift the bolt, and then the 3rd position, you can pull the trigger and lift the bolt. So warranty wise, if you guys know anything about Savage warranties, then you know that the guns will be taken care of. I don't know if I'm going to have to send this one away or find out why it's doing this for. It might need to just be broken in a little more. So in the end, what do I think? I don't know if this is really worth buying this. I'm still looking at getting one of the Engaged rifles to see what they're like. Yeah, the stock is only cheaper plastic, but it's a little cheaper in price at the same time. Yeah, you also get a rail on it. So a rail can, you know, this is an MDT rail. They're like 60, 70 bucks for a 20 MOA rail. Is it worth it? It shoots good, like, but if I'm trying to do a follow-up shot, I'm not really going to trust the gun trying to action around into the chamber that fast. I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure. I'm going to have to think about this one a little more. But for now, to be honest, I don't think it's worth what I paid for it. So there you have it, guys. There's my review of the Savage 110 Hunter and 6.5 Creedmoor. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you like the channel so far, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time at Canadian Guns. Bye for now.